everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. Welcome back to the Spring Around Ephemera Challenge. Today is day number 19, I believe. Yes, 19. And our prompt is hatch. So in case you haven't followed this series yet, just so you're aware, this is the Spring Around Ephemera Challenge, and it is a collaboration between myself, Release the Craftin, Pink Oddbird, Terrific Tomes, Bellaboo Creations, Serene Bookworks, and SB Artistry. So today I'm bringing you Hatch, and where I am going with this, I think, is making a journal card that has a bit of an interactive element. And I cut this out of a book on Ukrainian Easter egg printing, painting rather. And so I'm thinking about creating some kind of a bit of an interactive card here. So I just have to kind of give these a little bit of a bend there. They want to curl today because I glued them. So what I'm going to do, I also have this image that I got from Pixabay, and I think I was going to choose which of these chicks I would like for this. So the concept I want is I'm going to cut this in half like it's a cracked egg. And then I want it to be a pocket at the bottom and then a flip top and have this little cutie inside as a journal card. So that's what we're going to do today. So it's a pretty easy project. All I did to prepare was cut this out, back it with some paper, then traced it to make a backing, which, has paper on both sides that's suitable for writing space. I kept the background kind of neutral that's going to be behind the chick at the back, just because you could use a pattern paper. I just didn't want it to be too loud or specifically like too Eastery. I just wanted it to be kind of spring and, fresh. So I think what I'll do first is I'm going to choose this chick. I think I really like it. So we'll just cut this one away from its little friends. We'll set them in my pile of things I need to use on another project. And I'm just going to kind of fussy cut around, but with a bit of white space, because that will add to the size of the journal card and also just give us a little more room to work with. There we go. So now I'll just set him aside for a moment. Now we need to crack our egg, and I think the way I want to do this is just kind of irregular. Not a specific like zigzag or anything. Okay, so that'll be the bottom of our egg. And then this is going to be the part that is the pocket. So I'm going to use art glitter glue for this part of it. And just running a little thin bead of glue. Okay, and I can go back and trim the edges a little bit. I know that when I was making this, I think that the paper shifted ever so slightly, but it doesn't matter because I can fix it. The back side's not as important, because now you can again follow the natural shape of the egg and get that perfect cut. Okay, so now we have our bottom of our egg, and then the back also is writing space, so this can be like a floating card in a journal, or actually just a greeting card if you wanted to just make it a greeting card. So I've printed this on cardstock, and what I'd like to do with it now is I would like to emboss it with some holographic embossing ink. So let me just get this sorted here. Set this paper here, and then I'm going to emboss everywhere except around the eye. Okay. Oh, just so you know, this is Ranger embossing powder holographic. really like the holographic. It's probably my favorite embossing powder. Okay, now I will just move the tray to a safe spot, as well as these over here, and I will sort that out later. Lay that down, move the brushes. And then a little bit of a noise warning. My embossing gun's not super loud, but it is a little bit loud, so if you do want to hit the mute button, you can go ahead and do so now. Okay, just let that cool down a little. I swear, it never fails that you always get embossing powder everywhere. Yep, okay, it's good. It feels good. Yep. Okay, so now we have our little chick that's ready to go. And then I may actually back it with another paper too. Yeah, it fits in here good. Okay. I'm actually going to just hit it one more time with embossing, with a heat from the embossing gun. Just because I'll actually just hit this too, because it seems like there's a little bit of powder on here and I just want to not have it feel crumbly at all. I somehow always manage to get a little bit of embossing powder somewhere. Yeah, it's totally on there. Okay. Just making sure it's not coming off the card. Okay, there we go. Now, we're going to have to now hinge this. So, to do that, what I'm thinking I want to do is use just paper that matches the inside of this. It's not going to be like a huge problem to get it to hinge, I don't think. I just need to make sure that I keep this pretty much centered. And then I'm going to think for a minute. I didn't plan this ahead really. So you could do a couple of things. You could do, you know, what might be nice is an eyelet. A brad could be nice too. I think a brad might be about the proper thing to use. I was thinking of using like paper to make a hinge here. The other thing that I could do too is I could get another piece of paper, and this would be a better idea maybe to do before you put the pocket on, and you glue this whole side of the inner paper and then this top half of the egg all onto a single piece of paper, and then you'll have a natural like uncut piece of paper that would hinge it. But I'm kind of thinking I might like a brad, and I actually have some really cute brad colors right now. I've got like a little tealy blue one. I have blue and green. I think I'll go with the tealy green. Yeah, that would be very cute, I think. So we'll just line up our egg here. Then I need my pokey tool, which is in here. Wanted a little bit of spontaneity for this video, so I didn't want to plan the whole thing ahead of time. But I am trying to make it a little more timely so that I'm not eating up a ton of time. Okay, so now we have the brad. We'll just pop the brad on the back, flatten it out there, and then pop that forward. And so now this is hinged so that it can hatch and show our little cutie here. And then I think what I will do is use some distressing to just ink around the edge of this. Okay. All right, and then we'll stick them back in here. All right, so that's our little hinged hatch card. So I hope you enjoyed this. It was a simple little card, but I think very effective. I think it would make a really cute like greeting card. I'm not a card maker, but I am, you know, in the journal world making journals, and I think that I will give these as some Easter cards. I actually think I feel inspired to give cards because of this. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you will follow along with all of the other talented creators that are part of this. Tomorrow is day 20, and you are going to be with Shayna of SB Artistry. So thank you again so much. You can find all the information about this collaboration and Studioloo down below in the description box. Have a great day. Bye for now.